Welcome back for video game news for December the 26th. And just about a little less than a week to go, and we're in 2022, which is kind of hard to believe already. But with that said, hopefully everyone had a good holiday season. And given I'm recording this today, actually on Sunday evening, happy Boxing Day to any Canadians. With that said, first up here is some excellent deals going on right now for the Nintendo eShop. First up, a bunch of indie games are on sale, and then also a bunch of Capcom stuff. First up, on sale, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, $12.74. Then we have Hades for $16.24. Cozy Groove, $11.24. Slime Rancher, $18.74, as well as Subnautica plus Subnautica Below Zero, double pack, $35.98, not bad for both games together. Also, A Short Hike, $5.59. Also, Streets of Rage 4 for $14.99. River City Girls, great classic style beat 'em up for $20.99. Risk of Rain 2, which is a great roguelike game if you're interested. It is $6.24, and I think it's more than worth it. Also, Sea of Solitude for $9.99, another game I can highly recommend. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove for $21.99. Also, Far Lone Cells for $3.74, and I highly recommend checking out that game. It's a great indie 2D side-scroller game with some interesting mechanics on top of it. Also, Lifeless Planet, interesting game which I've already done a playthrough of, for $3.99. It's definitely an acquired taste game, I'll say that. Also, The Bridge for $1.99, great deal. Never Song for $49. I Am Dead for $11.99. Episodic game called Kentucky Route Zero for $14.99. Last Stop, $16.99. What Remains of Edith Finch, which is a game I highly recommend, $5.99. A Hat in Time for $14.99, another game I highly recommend, which I've reviewed. Also, Wizard of Legend, which is an interesting classic 2D style game with interesting mechanics for $4.79. And the last is for $14.99. It's a very interesting first-person viewpoint shooter game with interesting comic book art style direction. It's sort of a survival crafting game of sorts, also with elements of roguelike as well. Interesting, it's called Void Bastards, which I've talked about more than once and I do highly recommend. Here's a few things for the Capcom side. Resident Evil Remake, of course, classic from the GameCube era, for $12.99. Also, Resident Evil Zero for $12.99. Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 are both $7.99 each. Also, Mega Man Zero slash ZX for $19.79 if you like good challenging Game Boy Advance titles and stuff like that. I do highly recommend it, only if you want a really good challenge like the original Mega Mans. Also, Resident Evil 4, 5, 6 are $14.99 each, though I do not recommend Resident Evil 6. Don't waste your money on that. Garbage. Also, Dragon's Dogma for $19.99. Also, Mega Man 11 for $14.99. Capcom Beat 'em Up for $9.99, which you get you a bunch of classic games, including, of course, some all-time classics like, well, obviously, specifically like Final Fight, obviously, as well as Captain Commando and other classics. If you are a big fan of 2D beat 'em ups, I do highly recommend the Capcom collection. Also, uh, I also highly recommend some deals going on. Onimusha Warlords for $7.99, Okami HD for $9.99, Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 are $9.99 each, $20 for the entire collection. And if you're not all, I do recommend at least getting Legacy Collection 1, given you get Mega Man X 1 through 4, which I do highly recommend though. I also technically recommend the second just for Mega Man X5, which I personally like quite a bit. Also, Monster Hunter Rise Deluxe Digital Deluxe Edition for $52.49. And in a bit more of the actual news, we have, yeah, I'm like whoopee about this. Boba Fett is coming to Fortnite. Whoopee-doo. As everyone knows by now, I am not a fan of Fortnite. Never have been, never will be. Nor do I have any interest in ever playing the game. Also, Sea of Thieves celebrates 5 million Steam copies that have sold. So congratulations to Sea of Thieves. Not my cup of tea, but congratulations for the people who are enjoying the game. Also, Telltales games are currently in development. One that's been confirmed is The Wolf Among Us 2, which personally I'm looking forward to. I thought the first one was pretty good. Also, we've been getting a lot of lately, obviously game trailers for characters for a new upcoming game being, of course, having involvement with, of course, Arc System Works, and that is DNF Duel, which I'm really looking forward to the animation and a lot of elements for it, especially the design of a lot of supers and things. Very much gives me a Grand Blue Fantasy Versus feel, and that's a positive for me. Unlike Max, he cares more about the online play and stuff. To be fair, I have confirmed that it is going to have rollback netcode. So that makes him happier. Me, I care more about actual single player content, but to each their own. Also, Ubisoft doubles down on NFTs, calls them a major change that will take time. Also, GTA, it says here, buy GTA The Trilogy Definitive Edition on PC, get a free Rockstar game for free. Doesn't give any indefinite info on it, but interesting. Also, ongoing chip shortage could last until 2023, according to Intel CEO. So that will definitely, they said specifically, will definitely cause continue shortages for the PS5 at least for probably another good full year or more. So, yep, don't expect to get one easily anytime soon. Also, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel will have cross-play and cross-save support at launch. That's big news for Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans. Also, Pixel Remaster for Final Fantasy VI is coming out this February. So if you haven't played on mobile or anything and thought about getting Final Fantasy VI on mobile, might as well wait until February and get the Pixel Remaster. Also, Vampire, of course, sort of an open world S-type game, is free right now on the Epic Games Store. Also, Dark Souls tabletop RPG has been announced, which should be quite interesting. Also, Tesla is on some other news, Tesla is under investigation for letting drivers play games. Yeah, well, let's see how I'm sure Elon Musk will just try to buy his way out, as billionaires tend to do. Also, get all Spider-Man films in movies news. Get all Spider-Man films live action in 4K for $36. And that's a heck of a deal. If you're a Spider-Man fan, I recommend looking into it. Also, John Wick 4 film has been delayed. Also, saw over the last few days, I saw the new Matrix film. Overall rating, I give it a grade of a C+. I was not too impressed with the film. But, with that said, I may in the future give a thorough evaluation of the film on my secondary channel. But also, some other stuff. Embracer Group. Yeah, Embracer Group buys Dark Horse Comics. So that's going to be interesting to see how that affects more the indie side of comic book industry. Also, Terminator Resistance. Quickly, Metacritic scores. PS5 has a 66% critic score, no audience yet. PC 60% critic and 8 out of 10 audience. So pretty positive all around. Also, a new Asteroids game called Asteroids Recharged. Switch version, 76% critic score, no user, no info on PC, no info on Xbox One, no info on Series X or PS4 or PS5. Only thing so far info-wise on it is for the Switch. But when it finally does get info on other platforms, I'll probably bring it up. Also, new indie-developed puzzle platformer got released for PC gamers. It is called Scarf. If you're all interested, know anything about it, there was a 3-minute review just released today on the Escapist YouTube channel. If you're at all curious, it looks pretty cool to me. It gives art style-wise in the background and stuff, kind of reminds me of Rhyme. But it has a 70% critic score, no audience yet. Also, apparently the game is coming to Google Stadia. Okay, no info yet on it. Also, Rocket League Sidewipe, a new game for strictly, apparently, iOS. Critic score is an 87%, so that's pretty good. No user yet. But with that said, that is it for a relatively short edition of video game news. With that said, I'll see y'all next time and next weekend, which I will be uploading on my secondary channel, Top 10 Movies of 2021 this next weekend, as well as I will be uploading here on my main channel around New Year's, my top 10 favorite games of 2021. So stay tuned, I'll see you all next time, and stay safe, and hopefully you enjoyed the KI music in the background. But I'll see you soon enough.